as we keep it curious. Break it down, have some fun. The real talk
Anyway,
Period. Here we are.
period. All right.
Happy Halloween.
Happy happy Halloween season. Um, wow.
I was gonna say something, and I'm glad that this failed. I didn't say it out loud because I probably don't need to say it. So let's just keep going. Don't even mind me. Don't even mind
Okay,
me.
okay. Well, I do
Mm-mm.
say, before we just hop into this, I do want to say I appreciate the feedback that that we've received, especially me on the background, because now we have
Period.
like we have, given something a little bit more spooky for this particular episode. So the people who are listening, y'all can't see it, but but we got a little
Yeah.
visual arts going on here.
You said it's giving spooky.
It is. It's getting real spooky. All right. All right. You ready to just hop into it now?
I'm ready. Let's get into it, honey.
Okay. All right. So welcome back to Sus Pod. I'm TJ.
And I am your boy TP with it.
Okay. What are you dressed up as today?
Myself, and she is the light of the world. There we
Yes,
go.
we
Period.
need more fairies.
We need that's what I am today. She is a fairy. Yup. Yup.
Yup.
She is a
She's a
fairy.
fairy.
She is a fairy. Wow. That's exactly what she is.
She is. So
She's a
how you doing?
fairy.
How you feeling
Um,
today?
I am feeling okay. Actually, today was a really good day.
Okay, I love to
Nobody got on
hear
my nerves too bad.
it. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thankful for that. I'm gonna have some garlic noodles today. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling good. I'm feeling real good.
The ones
How
you
are
gave me
you?
the recipe for?
Um, no. I'm going
No.
to a restaurant. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Nobu?
No, boo. No, boo. She's not. We don't have one of those here in Charlotte, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. My bad. We want to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a little lower
Mm-hmm.
expectations
Mm-hmm.
here.
Bring them down.
Just a pinch.
Yep.
All right. So let's
Before
all
you
right, so
start, how
what
are you, ho?
oh my God.
Look at you
Wow.
about to jump right into it.
I okay, because I know the people got dinner reservations.
Baby, please. I'm calling it in. Let's get into it. How
Oh,
are you?
I'm good. I've
Good.
had a pretty easy day. Can't
Okay.
really complain. We have an audience in my apartment, between Jody and others, they're just hanging around because they wanted to see how the meat was made or whatever. It's however the saying
Not the
goes.
meat was made. We not packaging nothing over here, honey.
Whatever we doing, slaughtering, I don't know, grinding it up,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case is, they
Oh,
wanted to see it.
not the
So,
grinding, honey.
it, okay. So with that being said, now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into other people's business.
You know me, you devil OPB for everybody.
And the first thing I do want to say quickly, because we're recording this like mad late, um, but D'Angelo passed away today.
My God.
So, so,
My God. My God. Rest in peace.
yes, rest in peace.
That
You
one
have a
hurt
favorite?
me.
You have a favorite song?
No, actually, yes, and I want to make sure I am saying the his last album that just came out. It's called Walk Through That Door.
Hmm.
I love that song. By D'Angelo. I mean, of course, Untitled, How Does It Feel is everybody's, jam. But
Yeah, of
uh
course.
I just he is my first entry into understanding and loving black men for the aesthetic of the black man. Like
It was
he
the body,
the body. It was the body. It was for sure the body. So I appreciate him for not only his musical prowess, but also
the other things, the
amen.
visual. You like the
The
visuals.
visual.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ye um, yeah, I uh please don't snatch my black card.
What you about to say?
For what up? I'm not really familiar with too much of his music, so I only know the stuff that hit the radio.
Now listen. I'm not saying you got to be an aficionado, but
But
you really grabbed onto this one, and you really said, "I'm just gonna say it with my full chest."
yeah, yeah, I can appreciate, neo soul, even though whether you like the term or not, I appreciate the neo soul. I also realized because Diane Keaton died the other day too, and I was like, I haven't even seen none of her movies.
Baby, you know what? I'm gonna just
So I don't, I just,
rest in peace to
I,
Diane Keaton, baby. But and who- and who the hell are they? So
oof.
I mean, like, I
It's been a
mean,
rough couple of days for,
for everybody, all around, for all the
yes, yes, yes,
cultures.
yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
all
Uh-huh.
of them. So
What was she
this
in?
was,
Parent Trap? Like,
I think she was in The Godfather one,
baby,
two,
I
three.
couldn't
Um,
even tell you.
the people like, from what I gathered, the First Wives Club.
There we go. I'm about to say,
Uh-huh.
the dancing with in the white
I've
again.
never
I'm
seen
not
it.
a thank you, and probably won't. For be
But
honest,
I might check it out. The
I can
gays,
already
the
tell you on
gays,
that.
the gays are like, "Ooh, this is a defining moment for me," which I know. I know. I had someone say that to me. A a black a
And
black gay. They did say that to
you
me.
knew that was next for me,
They
honey.
did,
That was
they
next for
did
me
say
because
that. They did
what
say
color were
that.
they? Wow,
So,
that's interesting. Not a defining moment.
yeah.
3 white women. Okay.
So I was like,
Elderly
okay,
at that.
maybe I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Okay.
But
Mm-mm.
nonetheless,
No
we are,
shade to them, but
yeah, we're gonna just send our condolences to everyone involved.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right, so let's get back into the main business. All right, so we're concluding our journey on the 107 days. And last time we left off, you were at election day, and now that I'm assuming that you finished it,
You
I
know what's
would like
crazy?
to hear your thoughts. Yes, what's crazy?
I couldn't even finish it.
Really? Okay.
It listen, like I don't know what I've cried a few times, like just
Uh-huh.
reading the book, and I think like I have such anxiety around facing the reality that I know that this book was written pre all of this happening, and
Yeah.
what was to be was already a thing, and so I have been avoiding it like the plague. I have been avoiding it
Mm.
like the plague because what I was reading and all these things, like I told you the first time with the whole gun laws and all, like it almost is scary to think about the
Yeah.
fact that what she's talking about and the things that she's saying in the book and the experiences that she had, it almost makes you feel like this is not just by happenstance, babe. It's not just the way the world works, babe. They are
Yeah.
conspiring against us, and not just us, as in us brown people. If you poor, they want you dead too. Okay, like it doesn't matter, and so it's a bit scary. What I did do though, I have a really bad habit of this, is reading the last pages of a book and
Hmm.
then going back and reading the front pages. And I did read the section where the one girl that she had met a while ago, she went to her graduation and she felt like, okay, this is the reason why I do what I do and
Yeah.
all of those things. But like, I cannot,
Yeah. Yeah, the
I
ending. Well,
cannot.
I guess the spoilers here.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but not spoilers. So the ending was basically like the "I told you so," which
Mm-hmm.
so I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
deserved. It's
See,
very much deserved.
see.
Um,
Oh.
but but prior to all of this, I think what honestly just kind of like shook me is that they went into election day like we about to win this thing. We about to,
Girl,
we
girl.
about to lock it up. It's
Eat it
done.
up too.
And
But
it just went down pretty early. And I think we never realized being on the outside how they already knew that it wasn't going to be a good day, and it was like earlier in the day. They said this
uh-huh.
is not looking good. The devastation that she had is very, all the disappointment. I do really wish she did come out and address the folks at Howard that night. I was out there. I wish she
Oh
did come
really?
and address the. Yeah, I was. I was.
Period.
And look, let me say this one thing, because this is the second time. This is the second time I went to one of these events, these
Uh-huh.
election night events. The first one was Hillary Clinton. The writing on the wall, I was like, I know when it's time to go home. I'm not
Yeah.
about to be out
Yeah.
here. And so I just had the worst flashback. Maybe I'm the bad luck because
No,
from the
hun. No. No. You're not the bad luck, honey. Racism is
uh,
the bad look. Sexism is the bad
clock,
luck.
clock it, clock it,
Yeah,
clock
that's
it.
really it.
It was just so disappointing to be there physically, and I was like, this is about to be like the blackest event, like the blackest election night event. Like she had
Yeah.
the folks was up there stepping, she had the band, the
Child.
Howard. It was about to be everything, and it wasn't.
Yeah. That feeling is I think I said this on the pie earlier in another episode. Like
Mhm.
I felt that exact feeling the last rally she had here in Charlotte. I was standing on a stage right behind her and she was talking and people were cheering. And I think a little people were like giving her like hecklers or whatever. But like I just looked out into the sea of these people and I was like, this is a shit ton of people, but it's still only a drop in the bucket of the way
Yeah,
that people actually really feel about this black woman or who they perceive to be other in some sort of way and not good enough, it's not going to happen. And I left that rally. And I told Jimmy, I was like, we not like, we might as well just go ahead and go home and get ourselves
Oof.
excited next week, but it's not going to happen. And literally what I said, and a few black people, I worked election day. And a
Mhm.
few black people, they came up and some of them were really excited. Like, we about to elect the first another black person in the office. I can't wait to do this. And then some of them had the look on our face like, I'm doing this because I know I need to do it. But
Yeah,
I already know what's about to happen. I've lived through enough of the world to see that this is not gonna happen again.
I hate that.
Yeah,
That
bruh.
hits my core.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so disappointing.
Very, very.
And I don't know if we're ever gonna in this lifetime see it through with a black woman again. So it was,
Ever.
we were there. It's crazy because it's just like the circumstances had to be that special for that
Yeah.
to even happen. And
Wow.
the crazy thing is Joe Biden himself, he's on his deathbed now. Like
Child.
which is like he just started doing like chemo, I think. I'm
Yes.
like, oh my
Mhm.
God. Like
What is happening? What
this
is
is like
happening?
the worst timeline.
Mhm.
But speaking of worst timelines, I mean, she's doing the book tours and things like that, and then
Yeah.
there are people who are coming out and they're heckling her, and she's snapping back. She's
Period. As
snapping
she
back. She's
should.
clapping back at everybody. So
As
do
she
you
should.
think? So you think she should, and you think that she's
Yeah.
completely in the right?
People that have heckled her are just as worse as the people on the right that give her shit about being black and what she can't do and not being, strong enough and all this other shit. Because when you stop and think about it, you're heckling a person who, by the law,
Yeah,
okay, does not have an agenda in which she can put forward that would even be able to remotely stop anything that the president himself would say, hey, we're authorizing this. And he has always backed Israel. So that's not a thing that she can part ways on in any of her personal feelings because that's the job. And so now that you've left the office where those things could happen, you gonna heckle the person that's not even doing the job anymore. That's just because you feel like she's the easiest target. So you can't do that shit to Trump. You can't do that shit to Joe Biden. But you feel like you can do it to this othered woman. That's what you can feel like you can do it to, and that's really what that is. And I don't think people realize that. What are you heckling when the very system of capitalism itself? You don't really want to process that because you want to go back to your fucking 4-bedroom home home with your mom who drives a a fucking what is it call it, a Subaru, and lives in the suburbs of Chicago. You want to go back to that after you're done protesting. Meanwhile, it's niggas in the street living homeless, ain't got no food as of yesterday because prices still going up. But you got the luxury of coming to this, paying for the event, and
That's my thing.
crazy,
You spent
crazy.
hundreds of dollars to come to this thing
Yeah,
and
yeah.
put money back in her pocket at that.
Yeah, the privilege,
Like,
the stupidity, the literal thought is start here and then it end right here. That's how far their thoughts be going, and it shows. It literally shows. Unfortunate, honey.
yeah. I look, I feel like this isn't this what the people wanted. They wanted people to speak their mind, clap back, all that. They wanted a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more aggression and like a little bit more anger. And look, she giving it to you. And
Period.
after all this, like I said, I don't need her to run for another thing because I feel like she's already given us enough. She's
Yeah.
given us enough. There's nothing else I it's one of those things that it's like we don't as a society don't deserve another piece of her because she already gave it all. So
Yeah, yeah. I think she could be a sickening. Like I would love to see her transition into more of a thought leader, and not that she
mhm,
already wasn't that, but like someone who is gonna rail into commentary, who is really gonna
yeah.
like lean into to me the black bitch of it all, because people think that
Mhm,
that is what she is anyway, but what it is she's just intelligent. And in the
yeah.
wake of the way that people show up in different spaces, especially from the right, I think it would be interesting to have someone who was like, you think I'm a black bitch, but let me show you, and really lean into it. And like I feel like Letitia James does it really, really well. You think I'm a bitch? Well, let me
Oh
show
yeah.
you. And she don't even
She
say
does
it,
that.
but
The
it's very
actions
like
and the energy.
palpable.
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
the energy for it.
Yeah, it's like, you
And
think
she
I'm
be
a black
showing them
bitch, but let
too.
me show you. Yeah, and I love that shit because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a black bitch. I am that sassy, angry, definitive, confident one that you think I am. So let me show you. Even the president of the United States, I'm not afraid of, motherfucker. So I love that. I
Hmm.
love that shit. But I would love to see
Me
her do
too.
that.
Yeah. So then Barack Obama doesn't have to keep doing all this heavy lifting that he's doing
Honey,
because
honey.
they want him for everything. My God, just give him a
They
rest.
do. But he's a bit lofty in his choice of like platforms. I feel like I'd like for him to come out of the upper echelons of where people are not anymore. And that's only
Yeah.
my only like small critique. I'm not trying to be Angela Rye and them and be like, "Oh my God, why
Yes.
he not doing more?" It ain't really that, but I would love him to be accessible to more spaces so that real
Yeah.
people on the ground could hear him talk about how this thing can be pushed back against in their everyday lives and in their communities. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they awakening something up in him. He's been a lot more active.
we love to see it.
Um, yeah, we do. Somebody has to do it. Joe Biden can't
Period.
do it because he's,
Honey.
unwell.
Okay.
Um, well, on a much lighter note, the talk of the town, the biggest story of the week, Dr. Wendy
Dr.
and
Wendy
and her husband,
and a
they've been
husband.
they've been arrested. And as I was telling everyone, it seemed like this is the Real Housewife of Potomac, like 9/11, because it was like once the news dropped, everybody was like, "Where were you when you
Yep.
when you saw the
Uh-huh.
mugshot? When you saw the
Jesus.
crazy wig?" So, just for a little bit of background, Wendy and her husband, they were arrested a couple days ago on multiple fraud charges relating to a home burglary in 2024. And they said a lot of their like jewelry and all of that stuff was like snatched up and taken. Well, as we all know, the insurance folks, you bring in the cops, all those, they do investigations and they're like, hey, that ring that you have on, didn't you say it was stolen?
This one, the one that you said you had that was gone, that you're wearing.
There were other like things that I think they were just they were getting money back or so, however it was, they were getting like payouts for it and they still they've been caught red-handed. And I've seen some other like interviews, I guess around the time when when she first got the home burglarized. I
Yeah.
think one of the things that really stood out to me, she was saying that the neighborhood that they live in, no one has ever like, they've never had like
Robbed it.
burglaries there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is just a coinky dink.
Girl. Okay.
So how do you take it? Because like I said, I'm not like a huge fan. I'm not even a fan. I'm not even huge. I'm not even a fan of Potomac, but I thought
Yeah.
this
I
was like
forgot it.
very shocking.
Yeah, it as an avid watcher of the Potomac Girlies, I'm shocked
Mhm.
at this, but then I'm also not shocked because no shade to the Nigerian folks, but apparently this is on brand for Nigerians to be scammers. So this
That's what
doesn't seem,
I've heard other
yeah,
people
that's what
say that.
yeah, that they're
Pumpkin, I need to
scammers.
say
So
that.
this, yeah, so I'm not like it doesn't seem as a complete surprise, but it would also from what I'm assuming from a cultural standpoint is to keep that keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing is seems to be a very big thing in their home. Even when with Wendy's mother, when
Mm,
she was like, Karen's got a candle, no, I gotta go do something. Now we're talking about weed and we got to get a weed business and all of these different things and what you got and what you don't got. And then clearly by the fact that you're buying the things and then returning them. So
yes.
it just gives very much stupid. And then for a lawyer to have written so many of these things down via email,
Oh,
I
there were
don't.
emails.
Yeah, apparently there were email exchanges. I watched the little press
My God.
conference. There were email exchanges between him and her that were like, "Hey, what else do we need to claim? I'm trying to get it to reach a certain point." And it's like, why would you ever write that? That could have been a simple phone call. Like, I don't understand. He was a dummy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
Yep.
a dummy. So, like, it's unfortunate, but um I hate to see it, girl. I feel bad for their kids because their kids ain't got nothing to do with this.
Mm-mm.
But also this is what happens when you are a scammer. You can sometimes get caught. So,
What is it about this keeping up with the Joneses thing? This is such a common thing that they end up getting
yeah.
caught up for, and I just don't understand. Like, where did all of this like stem from? Is it because the fans are like gassing it, or is it
Yeah,
that the other
absolutely.
housewives got money? Like, mm,
Absolutely, both and it's the fact
mm,
that people are gassing them. All the housewives have money, and that it's like status. You want to keep, you got to feed it. So what I'm gonna do, I need to have a Chanel bag, and the Michael Kors this and a da 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 that, and I gotta post it on Instagram so people can know who I am, so I can get my contract again, so I can get money again. And so I think it's just that like to your point, that just constant thirst. And then some of them don't have shit else to do. So
oh,
because they don't have nothing else to do, they just constantly sit around and I mean, think about Karen. Karen ain't got a damn thing to do. If she had something to do, her ass wouldn't been drunk all the time and running back and forth from the bar trying to get
mm,
back home. But because she has nothing else to do, and this is her sole thing, is going out to eat, being recorded going out to eat, and holding parties and drinking, that's
yeah.
unfortunately what comes of it.
It's so crazy to me because I feel like we lost the Housewives like franchise. At least the black ones, they lose the plot. Even back in the day when the Atlanta girls, when they were broke, like when they were going broke and they were going through things, it was okay, They get joked on a little bit, but the people weren't
Yeah,
they weren't stealing and robbing, and
honey.
lying and cheating to get the things. It's like, yeah, your house about to be foreclosed and you got to downsize. Sorry.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
No, they said
Sheree's house.
we're actually gonna steal $450,000 worth of
Okay.
insurance claims. Like crazy work.
Yeah, it is crazy. But yeah, like Sheree's
Huh.
house, it took years to get that, I'm sure a lot of setbacks, blah, blah, blah. It took years, but she worked for it.
Not you say I'm
She
sure. No, there were a lot of setbacks. Okay.
tons.
Tons.
I
Ugh.
don't know, man. I don't
Bless
know.
her.
I am disappointed that the franchises has taken that turn. And of course, Wendy also, she lost her job. as a teacher as this, which is not a surprise there. And they're
Mm-mm.
not airing her episode of Wife Swap, which
Yeah, I
is
saw that. Yep.
so. I
Wow,
mean,
wow.
it's
Downfall
probably
of
better
Wendy,
that they.
honey.
Yeah, it's probably better that they don't air it anyway.
Pinwin. She went from Zen Win to Pinwin. Damn, she about to be in a motherfucking pin. Damn
Locked
win.
up.
Mm.
And I imagine that those people are gonna throw the book because it's Trump. And they
Oh,
said they live out there in Trump country. They're gonna throw the book at them.
oh, you already know. And the fact that she's a lawyer, teacher, all these doctor, all the things, they finna eat them up because it's like, you know better. You too smart. You too
Mhm.
smart to be doing this. So we about to eat you alive. So I hate it for him.
And they're gonna lose all of these. Sad, but it is what it
Yep.
is. It's
Everything they was trying to
unfortunate.
keep up with, they about to lose.
hmm
My God.
Okay. Well, to keep it
Mm.
flowing and going, something that has
Oh,
been very much
honey.
on our our radar as well is Love is Blind. And we kind
Let's
of
get
talked about it in a
into it.
pinch. We talked about it in a pinch last episode. So as we are recording this, I wanted to
My God.
go piece by piece and see if we think we're going if who gonna make what with blah blah blah, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So let's start. Okay. Allie and Anton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them two, for the people who need a refresher, Ali is
Mm-hmm.
like what, Brazilian, and he
Or
is like
something.
Russian. Yeah, there's
Yep.
something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really get a lot of camera time. And they were like they got married on like the first episode or got
It
engaged on
was
the first
giving strange for
episode.
me. I was like, we are
You
just
know,
jumping in and you already crying about loving each other, girl. Weird.
it was a very weird, odd connection. But she has some reservations because now this is the crazy part. You when she was talking to his friends
Uh-huh.
who were at that table
Yeah.
and the girlfriend who only was with the friend for like 4 months. She's talking to her
Right.
girlfriend. The girlfriend is like, they be going to strip clubs and da 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 da.
Baby, she said, let's go to the bathroom and dish, sister. I was like,
Yes,
damn, you out in a nigga already? What the fuck is
which
going
is
on?
crazy, right? I think what sent me right was that um was when she got back to the table, when Allie got back to the table, she immediately brought that up. Like, ain't that against like a code? Like, why would you say that right in front of the
Yeah.
people's face to let them know that you was talking
Uh,
about them?
Ain't no difference in her just meeting the damn girl. They getting off in the damn bathroom and spilling tea. So they might as well, everybody just talking about everything for the first time. That shit
That's
was crazy to me. I was like, not you just immediately met this hoe. Y'all said, let's go to the bathroom. I'm finna tell you everything, girl.
everything. It's just spill it.
That was crazy.
I and what she's really looking for. She's looking for a sugar daddy, and
That's really what she
and
wants.
it is what she wants. He seems kind of willing, but not fully committed to doing it.
Yeah.
And also, she doesn't like that he drinks a lot or drinks as soon as he comes home from work, which is, I get it. I get that. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I've been there.
Mm.
I get it. But I don't know. So do you think they're gonna say yes to the dress?
No, absolutely. I think they're gonna say yes to the dress, but I think it's gonna be like awkward. They may not even be together after all this is
Mm,
over. I don't know if he can really afford to keep her around, and she clearly loves a coin because
hmm
it just seems very unrealistic to me. So
Yeah.
I'm not really. I don't see it for them together. I think they're weird. I think
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
has that same kind of type, like the type of vibe that Ariana Grande, like, oh, and I'm a little girl, even though I'm
Mm,
40,
you
and
got a
it's like
baby
you are
talk.
fucking 52, bitch. Speak up, okay? Like, why are you talking like
Yes.
that? So I don't know. They're weird. I don't think she's emotionally mature enough to handle someone like him, who I
Yeah.
think is still emotionally immature, but has a bit more like touch with reality. So he
Yeah.
understands a bit more, I think, than she does around like, yeah, you want Botox every fucking month, and you also want to live in this big ass house, and you want all these other things that's not realistic with both of our salaries. So I think they're not gonna
Mm,
go so far.
mm. I will take the guesses that I think they'll make it.
Okay.
I think they will.
Okay.
I think they will.
Because I'm clocking in tonight at 12
Oh,
a.m. Okay, if I'm still awake. Oh, I'm off tomorrow, so definitely clocking in.
clock in. Clock in. All right. Now,
Yeah.
Madison and Joe. So Madison is the thicker white woman who gives, what's that lady's name? Who does she remind me of?
Drew
She does
Barrymore.
like, well,
That's what you remind me of.
well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She reminds me of Drew Barrymore, like down to the rasp in her voice and everything.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I fucked you
Well,
up with
she,
that one, huh?
you did, you did, you did.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
She, she is, that's funny. When she's dating Joe, who is, I, first off, he's broke. I can already tell this. He's broke.
But let's get to the what he
And
really is. Let's get back to the most important part. He is what?
homeless.
Homeless.
He
There
he
we
did.
go.
He did say he said that, he had a situation. It looked like he was living out of a motel almost. It was like very close, very, very close.
It's giving booger
Um,
sugar.
oh my God. Like when so when they did that little hangout by the pool, it did give me like he was sniffing some stuff.
Yes. Like it gave me
He was
like,
like gone.
yeah, like I got one or two sniffs in and I had one or two, three mini drinks and the two got
It
me
was
turned.
he,
Yeah, yeah.
I think, and then the thing was, what annoyed me though was Madison's like her being so like pestering to him. Have you never seen someone who was like at least drunk? If anything, like why are you in this man's face and just bugging him and try to ask him all this stuff? And then she's like, I'm just gonna go cry outside. He's like, and she's like, don't you just
Okay.
come out? Yeah, he's like, okay. He's like, I'm in bed. Them
I
two are just, ugh.
yeah, it's chaotic. She gives me like she is there's some therapeutic things that may benefit her as she is processing through this relationship. Like she still
I
needs a
agree.
therapist on speed dial. Just with all the given things, she's going blind. I think there's some issue
Oh, I
with,
forgot about that.
yeah, like with body
Yeah.
insecurity and things. So it just the two of them, and I'm telling you, my boy is on some drugs, and he has either been to rehab, something like he didn't just become homeless overnight. You know,
Yeah,
there was
he
a
be tweaking.
gradual. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like he'd be like and looking around and shit, and that's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So don't have any faith for them. They're gonna suck. When he saw her when she came out of the thing, I already knew that they weren't gonna last.
Yeah, once once they started talking about you weren't really my type, like that's when they start getting all wordy
Child,
like that. I'm like,
okay,
all right, you just
I know what
forcing
that
it.
means.
Um, the next one I want to talk about Annie and Nick, which my biggest thing of it all is I think Nick is gay. I think everyone thinks that. I don't know. I don't know. His mom thinks it.
He is gay.
Like, when they were at his home and he was talking about he's a size queen, I said,
No,
does your red flag not go up?
my
Like
red
what?
flag. My first red flag went up when he said they were talking about looking through each other's phone. He was like, if you go through my phone, we may just have
Yeah.
my boys talking in the text about how curved my dick is. Is it leaning to the left or is it leaning to the right today? We might joke about that, but that's all you'll find in our text message. I was like,
Is that not like where does that not send your antenna up?
I do not have any group chats with my friend talking about my straight friends, the ones that I do have, talking about the curvature of their penis. That's gay. Okay? Like I I don't gay. And ain't nothing wrong with it
Thank
because,
you.
honey, me.
Okay.
But
As
also,
how you doing?
it was an S2,
Yeah.
okay? Me too. But what's happening, boo? You talking
Oh my
about you a size
God.
queen. How do you know what that is?
How do you know what that is?
Yeah, yeah. If not,
Eh,
but for a size queen.
well, he be plowing her down, and it seems it's. I know,
Ew. Ew.
very, very odd. But even like down to when his family came and their reaction to like, oh, I'm surprised. First off, the dad and the brother ain't say a word
No, they didn't. They didn't say anything.
because they know. They
I
said they
wonder
ain't sitting here
if
looking like,
like they assumed or they've never seen him with anybody else. So they're just like, oh, so
mm,
what we thought is true. You are
mm,
still hiding it.
yeah, yeah, and that's also I think the other indicator too was that he got apparently he's like super religious, and when he snapped on the other girl and
For
didn't
not being
go up,
religious, child.
and they could, oh
That's
yeah, and then all them were talking about, if I had an LGBT kid, and he was talking about that with Annie. Like, all of it is crazy to me. He's hiding something, and I don't think that they will make it, and I
I don't
imagine.
either.
I think and the crazy thing is, like, on the very last episode that was out, everybody was like, they don't like him, they don't trust him. He just like, he just
Yeah.
doesn't seem like a good person. This seems like one of those things where he's plotting and planning, and like he just came here to get on TV, and he was not serious about none of this.
No,
And I think the people have sniffed it out. So
for sure. For sure.
a mess. So
Mm, my
you think
God.
they'll make it? No. Okay. All right.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Megan and Jordan. Megan, the big baller, Sparkle
Sugar
Man.
mama, I'm your mama. Sugar
No
mama. No,
pun.
that's right.
Okay. No pun. And
Period,
then Jordan,
sister.
the humble dad with all the
I
tattoos.
like him, but he's a little weird, but I like him though.
I think they are. I think she should have been with Mike, with Money Mike. I think
I
that
don't.
you
Uh-uh.
don't? Why not?
No. He's a dickhead.
Well, she said that's what she been with.
That's a
I,
problem. That's why
yeah.
she wasn't with nobody when she came up in there because she had been with him. Couldn't work.
We, Jordan was when they went house hunting, he was shocked. When
Baby, that would have been me.
she's like, yeah, we're gonna do like my budget is like 1.52. It's like I can't stand it back like woof.
Yeah,
The
I would have
house
been
was
just doing
nice
the same
though.
shit. Beautiful home. But I would have been doing the
Beautiful,
same shit.
beautiful
Like, girl, do
house.
you know what kind of economy we in right now? And you talking about some 1.2, bitch? Please.
I mean, she got the bag like that. I feel like it just on his side, I would understand. Like, this makes it feel like you are just kind of like dead weight. Like, what are the best you seems like you could be able to do is be a stay-at-home dad. Like, I don't like
And
it seemed like she
would
got enough for
stay at
everybody.
home. Baby, the way I'd be in that house cooking, I would be cooking and cleaning and washing everything, smiling and grinning and handing my wife a pen so she can write that check and pay all
Okay,
these bills. Okay?
give me your
Yeah,
weekly allowance.
please, please.
I mean, look, if I like, I know that this is it's very much not like the norm of, how these relationships, go where the man is not making as much,
Yeah.
significantly less. So I can see it could be uncomfortable. He's like fighting that, but I think if they were able to kind of like, if he could put that all aside and
Yeah,
just
I
kind
think
of
they
just
can make
lean
it.
in. So you think
And
they'll
I
say
love
yes?
Yeah, and I
Mm,
think it's gonna be rough getting adjusted
hmm
to someone who makes like twice or triple your salary. I
hmm
think that is an adjustment period, but I think that they work well together. They understand each other, and that kind of thing is just class would keep them
hmm
apart, basically.
I think that they'll say yes and not be together by the reunion.
God.
Okay. All right. We're gonna see. We're
Okay,
gonna see.
we gonna see.
Now let's get to the last couple.
Okay. You know I'm ready.
Labria and Edmund.
I
So
cannot stand that name.
what is your just initial thoughts to them as a couple?
My first thought for them as a couple is that, ma'am, you are not at work. Okay. That's
Mm,
my first thought because she said that she was a social worker. She has a certain,
yeah,
a certain pool for these kind of people. And I'm like, baby, you are doing your job. And I
yeah.
know that he's told you all these things, but this is very much giving you were at work. And I just like when he started talking about his story and all the things, he started busting out crying. I was like, oh Lord.
So this is
We
too
have we
much for
have
me.
not we yeah, this is too much. And so then it just kept going and she was into it, but I think she does like love him and all the things, but it just girl, like he got so much going on that I'm
Hmm.
not sure if she can handle all of that. Like she's looking when he said that if somebody started approaching her and was pulling on her at the club or while they were out because she was so beautiful and he was gonna have to go get security. I said, "Nah,
I,
baby. That's a big woman. That's a woman. You can't be
yeah,
you what you no, no, no." So I
yeah.
no. Mm-mm.
I don't think he can handle that
Oh,
at
absolutely
all.
not.
But I'm just so curious. So she was on AD's podcast. He was on the show a couple years ago.
Okay.
Um, and they were just talking about the first, I think, 6 episodes or something. And KB said that, of course, there were other options in the pod, but Edmund stood out the most to her. And she says when she commits to something, she'll see it through. So to me, that was the indicator that, I mean, we already seen the preview that she at least will make it to the aisle. It doesn't,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like she's not going to say yes, but I thought as they began to interact and she just finds out that he's very like passive, he's not emotionally mature. I think I'm surprised she didn't just like break it off and walk away, but when he brought his mama to the place to meet her, I something all of that to me it didn't feel good and it felt a little off because you could tell that he has a lot of healing he still needs to do because he was quiet as a church mouse up in there.
I was waiting to see what you were gonna use to say he has a lot of because I was about to say, yeah, all of that. He got all of them.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
he does have all of the things. And then the mom, she was there like taking credit of how great, because of her, he's so wonderful and yada yada yada. When that's not the story he told us, right? Or that's not even the story he told her. And I think the other thing that kind of struck me there was when the mama was like, all her other daughter-in-laws snitch on her. And I'm like, huh. I feel like
And
it
what
must be
what
like it has to be like a money related thing. Like she probably
that's what I was about
going
to
to them and
say.
like,
Can I have some money
uh,
or I need this or whatever? And it's like, what you mean? That's
yeah,
weird.
look, red flag again. And then the last piece of it was their argument at the. Did you think she was coming off too strong when when they were at the bar and they had that argument when he was like,
No.
"Oh, it'd be so nice." It's what he said that to me. She's like, "Huh?" She said, "Say
Cause
that
he
again."
weird. Cause he weird, bro. Like dude, that whole like only wish that I could just do the stop being fucking weird. You're not 17. Like, speak up. And I don't think he has the social cues to joke the way that the rest of the guys joke and do shit
Hmm.
like that. So it comes off just weird and awkward, which is why I think that he is definitely on a
A
spectrum of
spectrum,
a
yeah.
spectrum. I don't know what that spectrum is, but he is definitely on it. I saw a couple excuse me, I saw a couple tweets that said or posts that was like he definitely would have been better served on Love on the Spectrum. And I said,
Oof, that's rough. That's rough.
yeah, yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I wish them both the best. I think what's going to happen is she's going to get up at the altar and tell him, this is why this is not going to work and you need some healing, and they're going to part ways. That's what I imagine, but we'll find
Okay.
out. how it
My
goes.
God. My God. Mm.
All right, all right. So that wraps up other people's business, and baby, we've been talking, okay?
We have. Oh
Um,
wow, we have. We have been
we
talking.
have been talking.
We have been
All right, let me
talking. We've been
let's
talking.
get through this. Isn't really that deep, and I'm gonna make these last ones. We're gonna make this good and quick and fun and easy.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Hold up, we didn't really that deep.
So it's time for one of my favorite segments, of course. Is it
Mm-hmm.
really that deep? And I
She's
have
messy and lives
one
for drama.
and does. Okay, so here it is. I have titled this, It's the Thought That Counts, right?
Okay.
So, these two people, they're newlyweds. They're in their 30s. They both
Okay.
have degrees. They have like jobs that they just really don't like, that are just
Okay.
whatever. So we're not talking about like six figures. We're talking
Just
about,
regular jobs.
yeah, just a regular job. So,
Uh-huh.
the wife complained to her husband that they'll never be homeowners, right? So he was like, okay, bet. He ended up purchasing a $24,000 home in the middle of Indiana, Evansville. Why this is important? Evansville, it was recently named the meth capital of the US.
Well, baby, $24,000 home, Meth Central.
So the wife is saying that the block that house was like purchased on, it was so dangerous that the realtor just gave them a link to a virtual tour instead of meeting him out there, and his credit wasn't good. So they get the house in Evanston. There's no real jobs there, so the economy's bad. There's no growth opportunities for them. It's just mess and violence, essentially. That's how she described it. They've had their home broken into a couple of times. So she appreciates that he had the initiative to buy the house and give her this piece of the
However,
dream. However, however, she doesn't want to be killed in this house. And she also thinks that he's starting to do meth.
okay.
So
Okay.
is it
Be-
is it, is it
because
really is is it the thought that counts for something like this? If this is something that you really, really wanted, it was just like this home, the white picket fence, all this, the dog, whatever, and this is not an optimal like situation. Would you appreciate
I
that anyway?
I don't want not a damn thing that has to sit me in the center of a meth field. What the fuck is going on? And $24,000, you should have your ass beat. Okay, $24,000. What the fuck? No, that the buying a house for $24,000 should come with meth.
Well,
Well, and
well,
did.
well. I mean,
Okay, and did.
and
That's
did and
crazy.
done.
I'm sorry. I'm not buying into the fantasy that I need to have the white picket fence in the house and the American dream like that, where
Hmm.
I'm gonna do it in a place that's so cheap because I want to do it so bad that I have to compromise my safety. And now I'm on meth.
Now you're mad. You gotta duck and dodge.
My God, today. And Where do you be finding these shits at? Get these people
Look,
on the
get
line.
look. People write into things, and I just read the things that they just write into these various places, and it's crazy.
Because, baby,
Um,
what the hell? It is
uh,
not that deep. Let me tell
and
you
it's
something,
never that
America.
deep.
Don't you get your ass out here and go buy no damn house nowhere off in East Bumblefuck, Arkansas, and decide that you about to try to live your life. And you know damn well it ain't but 7 people that live out there, and 3 of them ain't got no teeth. So that means that it's probably meth somewhere.
That's good. That's good. You know what it reminds me of? Uh,
What?
to just close this out. So I just started watching Monster, the Ed Gein
Okay, yeah.
story on Netflix,
Uh-huh.
which is like he inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all these things. Sick story, very sick story, because he lived out in one of them small towns in the middle of nowhere
See?
where and
That middle
he
America
was like
shit.
he was skinning people. Like he was skinning people
Oh, that's the
and
one where
then
he was like
wearing
wearing their faces and
yeah,
shit.
like wearing the
See,
faces,
no.
like he was like taking bodies out of
Stop
the
talking about this because I
graves.
gotta go get my food after this, and I don't want to go outside in the dark with that shit.
Well, it is spooky season.
See, you trying to scare me.
There we go. Well.
See, not skinning people. What the fuck?
People are sick. It's so crazy. People are so sick. It's so
Mm-mm.
it's just beyond. But anyway, that wraps up. It's really that deep.
Honey.
Oh my God.
It's time to eat. We're serving up truth that you sent me.
Now we're gonna do something a little differently. The meat. I told you we're doing the grinder, right? We have
In the
the
meat grinder.
ground beef. So
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try something different here. So this is gonna be very very visual to the people who are watching it. Way back, I believe it was in episode 2, we were talking about the spirits in the tarots.
I'm screaming.
And we did not we did not fully dig into one of the psychics of, the century, Sylvia Browne, but we just tapped on it just a pinch. And as folks probably know, she used to be on the Montel show, giving all the predictions, right or wrong. And now there's been a resurgence online, and even SNL did a skit about her over the weekend. So I wanted to pull up a couple of predictions she's made right now.
Okay.
My father's brother disappeared about 20-something years ago, and the whole family has no idea whether he's alive or dead.
He drowned.
He drowned. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sylvia, my parents divorced when I was 2 years old, and I don't know my biological father.
You don't want to.
Okay. Not
You
at all.
don't.
Thank you.
My mom passed.
Wait, hold on.
Not you
That
don't.
was so nasty. That was so nasty and so rude.
Yeah, and then looked at her like, you don't. Yeah, like you don't, bitch. No.
Child, the
Like, what?
way she was about to bust out in tears.
That is crazy.
That's so nasty, but let's see the rest.
Passed away 3 years ago, and
She was a beautiful woman, by the way.
thank you.
She was very flamboyant.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, she was sort of a gypsy type of woman.
Yes.
Yes.
And before she passed away, she tried several times to tell me something in the hospital, and I could not understand because of the tube she had in her mouth, and
Yeah, the trach, all that.
and I just didn't understand it. And until this day, it still bothers me that I couldn't understand my own mother.
She didn't, this is really hard to tell you. Your father is not your father.
Oh,
Wow.
But who cares? You love who you love.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
But she wanted to get that off her chest. Who cares? But I mean, that was her thing.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay.
the audacity of it all for me. Why would she say that? What 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 would lead you to say something like that?
Not, she said, because your father isn't really your father.
I
What?
don't. That's crazy to me. That's
Honey,
crazy.
get Sylvia Browne the fuck out of here. Because
Pack
why
her
the
up.
fuck would
Hold
you
on.
say that?
And I'm just like, where are you getting your? I don't know. I
That
don't know.
shit is
Hold on.
crazy.
I got
That
another
shit
one
is
for us here
crazy.
too.
Okay.
I got two
That
more
shit is
for us.
crazy. Your father, you don't want to know him, sister. Cut him off. Cut the memory completely
Just
off.
don't even look for him.
Yep.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
ancestry, sister.
Let's see what they are talking about here.
When I was younger, I had this dream when I was about 6 or 7, and it felt so real. Till this day,
This
I
face.
remember every single moment of that dream. Can you tell me anything about it?
Yeah, can you tell me the dream, honey? Because I can't read your mind.
It was about my grandfather, and I was sitting on his lap in the corner of the couch, and basically, it just felt so real. I woke up, like, feeling him, like, that it was him, and that, I just wanted to know.
No, what you were doing was you were astrally projecting to going over and you know, having him close to you. See, what you were doing was you were going back in time. Yeah.
Why does she look like this does not answer her question.
No,
She
that's not.
she looks sick. Why does people when she it's like no rebuttal, no follow-up, no nothing. It's just like the folks are just like, yeah, thank you.
I, I'm so I don't know what I am about Sylvia because why did you let her get on your TV and do this? And why did y'all believe her?
I don't know. I feel like the people just wanted something to believe in, I guess.
Maybe
I really
that's what
don't
it is.
know. Because a lot of this like supernatural
She got
stuff,
me gagged.
and it's so rude. It's so rude and nasty. And just like she's like, here's your prediction, boom, 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 let's get out of here.
Not even asking date
Uh,
of birth, name, none of that. She just said, "Oh,
nope,
I already know who your people are. Come on."
he drowned.
Mm, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And I have one last one,
Okay.
and let's see if she was correct. It's a little bit of a long one, but we'll see if she was correct.
Okay.
It's time to do that little prediction portion that I bet everybody's going to gasp when I say, why don't we talk a little politics this year?
Not the smoker's cough.
Look at him.
Okay.
All right, let's start
The
here.
menthol
Will
cigarettes.
this be the year, this year, before even the presidential election, will our troops, these people who are sending us all these salutations for the holidays, will they get to come home or start?
I think they're going to start coming home in increments. I really do. And I'll tell you what's going to cause it. Everybody else is going to start bailing. All the other countries are bailing.
This is 2007, by the way.
Okay.
Somebody made that happy. Okay. So what do you think about President Bush right now? He is at the all-time low in approval ratings for himself.
Duh.
Is it going to get lower?
Yeah.
Going lower?
Lower.
It's at lower, like it's the price is right.
Okay.
It's going to go so low they won't find it.
Okay, here we go. Who's going to be the Democratic front runner, or who's going to be the Democratic? Yeah, who's going to be the Democratic front runner?
I think Obama. I really do.
So you think that Hillary's going to be the front runner until the summer?
At the summer, I think she's going to look like she's going to run away with everything, and then all of a sudden she, flattens out.
How about? Okay, so now if you're going to say that, that means that will it be a Democrat or a Republican in office?
Democrat.
So this comes.
That woman said, "I had a question, bitch."
Okay. I mean, she was hitting it. She was hitting it.
She was hitting on a little bit
it.
of something, but still, girl. That I'm not believing. Where is Teresa Caputo? Okay, that be my girl. She be on it. I don't believe.
But
I'm not buying Sylvia. I'm not buying Sylvia.
It's so crazy how people have made a living doing
Off of
stuff like that.
scamming. Listen, that's
I don't know, though.
crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Wow. So there we have it. We've had
It's like, go
cute
buy
little
Sylvia Browne's book.
yes, please. Please buy the book. Her family still wants, to get the residuals.
She's
Mhm.
still making predictions of the afterlife, a cigarette and
Yes.
all.
Cigarettes, raspy voice, all of that,
Okay.
all of it. But yeah, rest in peace. She been dead for the
Rest in
last 12
peace.
years.
She has. Rest in peace to the girls. You
To
know
the
what?
girl.
I don't even. Well, I guess I was too young to even pay attention when she actually died. But people was probably like, "That bitch." I'm glad that bitch is dead, because they didn't lie to all these
She's a
people about his
liar.
damn daddy. Yeah, like you didn't lie to
They
these
said
people about their daddy. All
the
kind of
devil is a
shit.
liar.
Okay, they say get her ass up out of here. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
Well, that wraps up today's little piece of
Crazy.
episode.
Oh,
So
I'm screaming.
all right, all right. Well, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow us, listen, all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, tell your other friends, your best friend, your
Tell your mama
frenemy.
now. No, don't tell your
It's
mama name
just
because I don't want to hear about us cussing.
okay,
Don't
okay,
tell your mama
okay.
name.
But tell somebody.
Well,
Tell a
tell
friend to tell
somebody.
a
Tell your
friend.
cousin and them.
And we will see you all next. When is next week? The 20 something? And we are
The 27th.
pushing it. Mm,
No, it's the 23rd
21st
next week.
or
23rd. It was
23rd.
almost there.
Sure. We are pushing it. We are pushing it, pushing it, pushing it for a Halloween extravaganza. So, talk to y'all later. This was fun. This was cute. It's time to turn
All
up
right. Bye
and eat our garlic
bye.
noodles. See
Yep.
ya.
Period.
He's a fairy.
I am a fairy. Oh.